What's up everyone and welcome back to the Yeovil Town Career Mode Season 2 Episode 22. So in this episode I'm going to do something that I rarely ever do. I am going to simulate the very first game here against Peterborough just to start speeding things up a bit. As if you remember from the last episode, we're 16 points clear. We have loads and loads of room, so we can basically afford to drop a few points just to speed up this series just a little bit. So the first game we are simming is against Peterborough. I'm probably going to put out my weakest team because 2 days later we play MK Dons, in which I want to play my starting 11 because they're only in I think they're fighting for the playoffs if I'm not mistaken. So then we move out of February, and then the first game in March we're playing is at home to Portsmouth, and then the big game which I'm really looking forward to playing is away to Rotterdam, as they're the only team so far in the league to have beaten us. So I'm definitely going to try and get my revenge on them. And then like I said, we're top of the table, 16 points clear of Preston and Rotterdam, so we're basically already have won the league, because I don't think I'm going to fuck up that badly to drop 16 points in the next couple of games. I really doubt that's going to happen. But like I said, we play Rotterdam, they're in 3rd place, so that's going to be a good game. Then we play MK Dons as well in this episode, they're in 6th place, so that's going to be another good game. And then the bottom 2 clubs we are playing today is against Peterborough, who have knocked us out of the Checker Trade Trophy area final, which I'm pretty sickened about, as they are fighting relegation, but fair play to them for getting into that. And then the next game then is against Portsmouth, 20th place, also fighting relegation. So we have 2 lower table clubs and then we have 2 higher table clubs, so it's kind of a mix between the 2 today. And because we have got into the quarter final of the FA Cup, we received 114 grand straight into the fucking bank account of Yeovil Town, which is happy days. I didn't even expect to get that far in the FA Cup, but now that we're in the quarter final, and either we're going to play Middlesbrough or Stoke, because their game went into a replay, so we're playing either Middlesbrough or Stoke. We've already bet Spurs, there's no reason why we can try and go on and win the FA Cup. So like I said, we are going simulating the Peterborough game, which is the first game, so I'm just going to throw out my weakest 11, or my second team, whatever you want to call it, just to give my starting 11 a good rest for the big game against MK Dons. And then I've also just put all my youth academy on the bench just so the CPU doesn't bring on any of my starting 11, so they're not even on the bench, so they're getting a good rest. Oh, I am not used to seeing this simulation screen. I think it's the first one of this season so far anyway, but let's jump into it and see what happens against Peterborough. Oh my god, there is the exact reason why we do not simulate games in this series. I'm after losing 3-0 to Peterborough. That is a disaster. From now on I'm definitely going playing the games. That is a very bad loss. And then coming out of that game, Thomas goes, my role at the club. I've been speaking with my agent and he's helped me to realise that my role at the club is not offered in my contract. What are you even talking about, man? You play nearly every single game. You are our starting left winger. What's he even talking about, man? But never mind all that now. We have the first game we are actually playing in today's episode, away to MK Dons. Let's try and start our full strength squad. Okay lads, here it is. You know it at this stage in the game. Thomas, the ungrateful bastard, is out on the left wing. Emery Moore's up front, and I put in Vaclav Cerny instead of Zimmerman just for today's game because he's our highest rated player, and how could you possibly leave him on the bench? And then the rest is usually the same. Schmidt, Butcher and Dawson in the midfield. Middlestat, Baker, Saounmi, Aina and Savar in goals. So I think this team should be good enough to get us 3 points here away to MK Dons. Look at that, we're even playing in our away kit away to MK Dons. It doesn't feel right. I need the old white and green, not the yellow and green. It doesn't look the same. Oh no, they're attacking nicely on the left wing. They get a nice cross in. Oh, what an unbelievable goal. There's not much I can be mad about there. I tried to hold them out at the wing to stop the cross, but look at that. They get an unbelievable ball in and he absolutely smashes that in the volley. We're 1-0 down, but can I really be mad at a good goal? Oh, now they're attacking nicely down this right wing again, but surely we get that away. What? Saounmi just does a fucking weird old manoeuvre and just dodges the ball. Emery Moore holds it up nicely in the midfield. Oh, we're gone. Emery Moore, yes, over the top into Schmidt. Can Schmidt do it? Yes, he gets a good touch on it, gets it away from the defender and hit that across the keeper. Oh, what an unbelievable goal. Schmidt with the pace and the strength to hold off the defenders, and we're right back in the game, lads. Get in. Look at that though, unbelievable over the head ball by Emery Moore. Schmidt gets a perfect touch on it and absolutely blasts it right by the keeper. Unbelievable. Oh, now they're attacking nicely again. Can we get away? We can. Jeez, they're mad for going down the wings. Schmidt gets it though into Butcher. Come on Emery Moore, make that run. Yes, bit of space from now. Hit that 1-2. Oh, it's the wrong ball, but Cerny definitely has the pace. If Schmidt has the pace, Cerny has the pace. Keep going and hit that triple square. Oh, straight at the keeper. We get another chance at it. Oh, it was on target anyway. Oh, we get a block in. Yes, and hit that one more time into Dawson. Dawson can hit one. He hits it. Get in, lads. We're winning 2-1. The game started off very hard. MK Dons fucking pressured us to losing the ball nearly every exchange, but now we're right back in the game. 2-1. Look at that. Schmidt into Cerny. I think that was Cerny anyway who played that assist. I'm not sure who it was, but it doesn't matter. Dawson absolutely buries it. 2-1, lads. Oh, Middlestadt, you're after letting them go by you. Oh, get that away. They're mad for swinging. What the fuck just happened there? How did Savard not catch that? Oh, that is just a disaster of a goal. I don't even know what just happened. I can't even say what happened to happen because I don't know what after happening. They swing it in. Savard looks like he gets it and then fumbles it and then they pounce on the rebound. Oh, 2-2 with an absolute rotten bullshit of a goal. So that's the end of the first half, lads. An absolutely action-packed first half. 2-2 in the end. They've had 5 shots, 3 on target with 63% of the possession. They are basically all over us. We've just finished our chances better and that's all that counts. Get this away. They're attacking nicely again. I have a bad feeling. They shoot. Oh my god. Rose job. Fuck off. Oh, lads. What's going on? No. We're not losing this. Saumi get that ball. Saumi pressures them into a shot and it works out well. Can we start a counter? Oh, we get a nice ball. And Emery Moore's gone. Oh, does he have the pace? Does he have the stamina? Yes. Come on, keep going. Oh, touch too many. Oh, where was that? I've never seen a pace boost so far ahead of him in my whole entire life. Oh, man. Good play here by MK Dons. Great play by MK Dons. Now they're in our box. They're going to swing one in. They do. Savard holds on to it surprisingly enough. Can we start a counter? No, we can't. Oh, now they're trying for a cross again. They do get it in. They get a head on it. Savard makes an unbelievable save. Good play. And Emery Moore has split the defence. It's on his left foot. Can this be the winner? He hits it! He buries it! How did the keeper not save that? I don't even care. Emery Moore has officially scored 20 goals and we're just in March. Look at that though. He split the defence and outside the box he was getting caught. Top corner. Emery Moore gets us in this game once again. That's the end of the game, lads. We've just scraped a win against MK Dons. I'm not really sure how we did it, but we dug our heels in and we got the goal just in the last 10 minutes to win the game. And of course, Emery Moore gets man of the match with his unbelievable goal, and he got an assist as well. Great game by Emery Moore. Vaclav Cerny and Middlestadt didn't really play well. The whole backline didn't play as well as the front line. The whole backline didn't play well and Vaclav Cerny didn't play well at all. So I think Vaclav Cerny's time is up in the starting 11. We're going back to Zimmerman in the next game. See how he gets on. Okay, so coming out of that game, there is a little bit of a break. You know what that means. It's hard training session time. Okay, so I decided just to throw in a few of the starting 11 people, just to give them a nice little training session. I know I probably should put in the youth academy, but I like to mix it up every now and again. So Emery Moore gets chance creation, Thomas gets beat your man, Cerny gets El Rondo, Saumi gets 1-on-2 defending, and Middlestadt also gets beat your man. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so there's no stat upgrades today. There's 2 Ds, 2 Cs and an F. Not the worst and it's not the best training session. Okay, so after that training session we have 4 emails to look at. The Yeovil board letting us know that a match has been rescheduled, so I think that might be the FA Cup game has been announced. I'm not too sure. We'll check that in a second. The Yeovil board just saying that we got the prize money again. We have a youth squad monthly update. Let's see what that's about. We have Fernando Braga goes from 78 to 94. He's only 15, so we can't sign him yet, but I'm definitely going to sign him. We have Victor Perella from the last episode as well. He goes up to 87. We're definitely going to keep him. And then Callum Robinson, like from the last episode I said as well, I'm going to keep him because he's English and he might be able to sell well in the near future. No! Will Baker has suffered a training injury and will be out for 3 weeks. So, now that he is out, I think it's Henriquez's time to try and worm his way into the start 11. Let's see how he gets on for the next 3 weeks in that centre-back position. Yes, lads, it has officially been announced. We are playing Southampton. I thought we were going to play Stoke or Middlesbrough, but it doesn't seem to work that way. I don't really care, but we have an away tie against Southampton in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. That will be the first game of the next episode as well. What is going on, lads? We're in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. I still find it hard to believe. We've already bet Spurs, so there's no reason why we can't do the same to Southampton. But enough about the FA Cup. We still have the league to worry about. At home to Portsmouth. Let's see what kind of team we can put out. Okay, so here it is, lads. Basically our full strength starting 11, except we took out Cerny, put in Zimmerman, and we've also taken out Baker as he's injured and put in Henriquez, see how he gets on. But then I've also put most of my youth academy on the bench because Portsmouth are way down in the table. Just in case we start running away with the game, I can bring on at least 3 of my youth academy players, give them a bit of game time. But that is the squad we're going for, lads, at home to Portsmouth. So this is how the league table currently looks from the bottom half down. Anyway, Portsmouth are on 37 points. I think they're just 2 spots over the relegation zone. It didn't show how far we're clear at the top of the table just yet, but I presume it's still around 16 anyway. They couldn't have caught up that much. But here we go, lads. Portsmouth's attacking nicely. There's no way they're scoring. There's no way they're getting it past Ola Aina that easy. And Emery Moore's gone. Hits that 1-2 with Zimmy. And see Schmidt making a nice run, but he gets it to Emery Moore. Oh, if he let that go to Schmidt, that would have been easy 1-on-1 with the keeper. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle. Can we start a counter? Schmidt. What can we do? Butcher. Oh, still have it though. Emery Moore. Hits that 1-2. Where's the 2? There's the 2. It's Butcher. Can he hit it? Oh, keeper just comes out. Yes, Zimmerman's gone. Keep going with that, Zimmy. You're definitely faster. You're definitely faster. And sees Emery Moore making a nice run on his left foot. Can he hit it? Oh, defender just gets a block in. Portsmouth are actually playing really well. They're playing a nice high pressure game and it's really hard to break down. But that's the end of the first half, lads. We have 3 shots, 1 on target. They only have the 1 shot and I don't even really remember it. So it's kind of been a cagey first half. I think things will open up though in this second half. Oh, Aina, good block. And we're gone. Yes, come on. Hit Emery Moore's gone. Oh yes, this is it, lads. We're about to go 1-0 up hopefully. Emery Moore, hit that! Get in, lads. 21 goals this season for Emery Moore. That dude is on fire. When this summer transfer comes around, we're definitely going to try and either sign him or get him on a 2-year long loan, because there's no way I can survive without him. He has single-handedly got us 16 points clear at the top of the table nearly. Well, not single-handedly like, but he's scoring all the goals and that's all that matters at the end of the day. 1-0 up. Great. Great play. Oh, what a ball. What a ball to Zimmerman. Come on, lads. Who's making a run? And Schmidt's gone. Oh, that's a ball. And get that into Emery Moore. Oh, Emery Moore stops making a run and we lose the ball. Oh, Emery Moore, I'm surprised at you. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, Middlestad still gets it though. Can he swing one in? Go on, Middlestad. Oh, great ball. Oh, just can't get ahead, but Zimmerman's on it. Can he hit it across the keeper? He does. Zimmerman actually with a pretty good goal. That was a tight angle, but we're 2-0 up. There's 3 minutes left, and now the substitutions are only coming on. At least they get 3 minutes on the pitch. It's better than nothing. But that's the end of the game, lads. We pretty much comfortably won in the second half 2-0. The first half was kind of cagey. They played really well, but we end up getting that win. And surprisingly enough, Emery Moore does not get man of the match. It goes to Zimmerman. He is back in the start 11 for now anyway. I might put Vaclav Cerny out the left wing in the next game. Who knows what I might do, but we get another 3 points, lads. So coming out after that win against Portsmouth, the Yeovil board say we are not on track. Now let's break this down. We're miles clear at the top of the table. We're after going into the quarter-final of the FA Cup. That's a massive payday for them as well. And they have the audacity to tell me we're not on track. That's bullshit. And then we have a press conference to attend, and we're going to unnerve the Rotterdam team because they bet us once this season and they are not beating us again. And looking down the bottom right there, we're still 15 points clear at the top of the table, and the next game we're playing is against Rotterdam and they are our closest rivals, so we have a potential to go 18 points clear after this game. How can you say we're not on track? This couldn't have worked out any worse. I don't think we're going to get our revenge against Rotterdam because only 3 days after this game we play Southampton, so I have no choice but to play our weakest squad. I need my full start 11 and try and get into the fucking semi-final of the FA Cup. It has to be our weakest squad, lads. So here it is, lads, basically our second team for the second time in one episode. There's nothing I can do. I really want to beat Southampton and get into the semi-final of the FA Cup, but I did leave Emery Moore and Vaclav Cerny on the bench just in case I feel like we can win the game and we just need an extra boost up top. So here it is, lads, last game of the episode, playing our second squad away to Rotterdam. Oh, that's actually a good bit of play. Lawless, you're gone. Oh, nice ball into Kopp. Oh, Kopp gets a nice deflection on it, just can't get the ball back. That was actually a nice bit of play. There might be hope for us yet. And away with this. They get ahead. Oh, and that looked like it was going in. We got lucky with that one. And his last name was Ball. What can we do with this? Come on now, lads, get the foot in there. Show me why you're defensive midfield. Oh, they're in the box. No, it's definitely a goal. Oh, what a save by Madison. If he just cut it across the box, it would have been 1-0 down easily. But I'll take a shit decision from them any day of the week. And they swing it in. Can we get it away? We do. But it's back out to them. Oh, they're after doing us. Get that away. Oh, what a save. Oh, but it ends up going in. In all fairness, that they were all over us the last 10 minutes. There's nothing really I could have done. That was a really good goal though. Any goal we've conceded today was actually pretty decent, so I'm happy enough with that. At least we're not giving away shitty goals. But look at that though. Unbelievable cross. He gets the volley and it was just too hard for Madison to save. 1-0 down. Okay, lads, that's the end of the first half. They're beating us by a mile. Luckily enough, it's only 1-0. They have 4 shots, 3 on target. We only have the 1 shot, and I remember it was Zoko's shot and it was blocked. So we're not even close to scoring a goal here. I think what I'm going to have to do is come out, try and keep the ball a bit more, and maybe we can scrape a goal. Oh, I just can't keep the ball. Now they're in on top of our defence again. Oh, that's a great ball. Great touch. Great goal, lads. We're getting destroyed here. There's nothing I can do. I need to play my best team against Southampton. I need everyone rested. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I couldn't exact my revenge on Rotterdam this season anyway. But if they do get promoted with us, whoa, you best believe I'm destroying them in the championship next season. That's the end of the game, lads. I'm sorry I didn't do much talking near the end there. They just held possession and absolutely dominated us. We had to play our second team. We had no choice. I didn't even get a shot in the second half. That's how much they dominated that game. Our best rated player was what, 6.9? Oh no, it was Eswelly with a 7.2 and Madison with a 7.1. That game was a disaster. Let's hope that resting our full strength start 11 will be worth it to beat Southampton in the next episode. So this is how the table looks at the end of this episode. We've lost 2 games in this episode, which is unreal, but we had to rest our team. Nothing we could possibly have done. We're still 12 points clear, which is a massive gap. And once the Southampton game is over, we can start playing our starting 11, our strongest starting 11 more often. But then if we beat Southampton, we're into the semi-final of the FA Cup, which I think is a more of a bigger goal for me anyway, because I think we're so far ahead in this league now. I think we already have it won, because we are definitely the better team in this league by far. But that is the end of the episode, lads. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop it a like. Anything you want to say, leave it down below, and I'll see you in the next one.